And we on. Salute everybody. What's good? What's good? Just gonna come up in here and get this little combo off. Little boxing talk. Hold on, give me a second. Let me share this link real quick. But yeah, man, we had a pretty good night, man. Old Tank Davis had to finish off his fight with one arm. The Cruz came to fight like a motherfucker. I like the Cruz game plan. He made it a hell of a fight. I think that was a pretty good showing, man. He showed him Tank what he was. Tank a real fighter. He ain't quit. He ain't let that one hand disturb him. He actually finished the fight with it. Devin Haney put a display on old JoJo. Crawford put a display on old Porter. But I want to know what's next, man. I want to know what's next for Boo Boo. They go 619 Cali Factor. Salute, fam. For Boo Boo Andre. I seen Crawford on Instagram talking shit in the water. Calling out Earl and shit. I sure hope that fight happens. I sure like to see it, Chris Gray. Salute, fam. I sure like to see that, man. That's some good promotion right there. I'd like to see Bud talking this shit instead of all that I don't need Spence promoting himself. You know what I'm saying? He don't let Bob alone and he doing his thing. But I like what I seen from Devin Haney, man. I just didn't like his defense. I didn't like him getting caught. I didn't like the sign of when he actually do his reaction when he actually do get touched. But his skills are impressive. They still there. What else I had? What else I was trying to get off? Look at Hyphy talking about run or run. Where Earl running from, man? Where Earl running from? But I sent the link, man. Ain't nobody jumping on. I'm just gonna get my little thoughts off and go and shut it down. But yeah, though, I like to see. I hope that fight comes to fruition. I hope Bud looking like he on the right path now. He talking shit. He making it more interesting for the casual. But it was something else, man. It slipped my mind. But hey, shit. Since y'all in here, for the 5 to 7 people that's in here, what matchup y'all want to see next, man? Who would y'all want to see Boo Boo in the ring with? Who would y'all want to see Bud in the ring with if it ain't Spence? What about Tank? Who would y'all want to see Tank in the ring with? Me myself, I think Cambosa would be a decent move. After what happened between him and Lopez. But what y'all think? What's y'all opinion, man? How if you say Andre got Charlo scared? I don't know. I don't know about that one. Andre on the zone. All that shit play a factor. All that shit be playing a hell of a factor. I don't think they're gonna let Andre go to PBC, and I don't think PBC gonna let Charlo go to the zone. So that'd be a, you know what I'm saying, the motherfucking shocker if they do, because they're not even making their own fights over there. NZ talk boxing. Salute, fam. He said, "Oh snap, y'all live." Yeah, it's just me today, man. Everybody busy and shit. I'm just getting here. I ain't get to go on last week. I had to get my car right. Motherfucker had to be at work, man. I had to need my car. It was only my fan though, so I went and bought me another fan and replaced it and shit. Got it back running right. Yeah, that fight though, I don't think gonna happen, man. I would like to see Boo Boo over there versus GGG or something. Uh, uh, what's the Hispanic dude name? You know, why I keep forgetting his full name. But y'all know what I'm talking about, either GGG or the Hispanic dude in the talk box and say, I'm going to come chop it up with you. All right, bet. I put the link in the chat. Munguia, Jaime Munguia is what I'm talking about. I like to see one of those. That ain't nothing too hard to ask for. They both under the same umbrella. It's about that time to see that, man. I don't know. Canelo like in between. I like to see Canelo, you know what I'm saying, fight somebody like a Benavidez or somebody in that division. You know what I mean? I know it ain't gonna get it, but I'm just saying I like to see that. I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. But how do you say Crawford versus Ennis? Best fight at 47. Navarrete versus Figueroa at 26. Yeah, I take the Navarrete versus Figueroa. But I don't know about the Crawford Ennis. I mean, I won't reject the fight, but I think it's too soon for Ennis. I think Ennis will be stepping away. You know what I'm saying, from us getting this undisputed, man. I really want to see that. I really want to see it. If we don't get undisputed, I at least like to see a unification fight with Spence and Crawford. I was thinking more like Ugas or something like that for Bud. Ugas, Spence, um, something like that. The winner out of that WBA tournament, anything of that nature. If we can't get that, shit, let Thurman get that action. Even I'll take a Danny Garcia, let Danny Garcia get some of that action. You know what I'm saying? That don't. I see like Hyphy one for like Hyphy want Spence to do all the heavy lifting and shit. If that fight ain't available for him, shit, let him fight. Let him go on and fight some of the guys that Spence already fought. He already fought Porter. Let him go on and fight Danny Garcia or something. He already fought Brook. Let him go on and fight Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia younger, stronger. He ain't really broken all up. Champ! La D in the building. Salute, sis. Like, if he can't get that Spence fight right away, shit, let him get up in there with a Thurman or Danny Garcia, man. Don't be trying to send him at the young bucks. Let his ass get in the water with these fishes. Let him get in the water with these fishes, man. um, I'm cool with the Charlo rematch for Undisputed. I'm good with that. That's why I ain't mentioned him. But what y'all want to see next, man? Only Hyphy right now talking. Hyphy say Japan border closed due to the y'all know what GGG and Maradi pushed back, as well as Jorge Linares WBC eliminator. Is that right? So it's gonna be. I wonder if they're gonna just say fuck it and not have it in Japan. If they don't have it in Japan, the fight might not do well. And Z in the backstage say his device not connected though. All right. MZ, salute fam, what's good?
Man, salute, man. Salute. What's going on with you?
Oh, nothing much. Was getting up in here just to talk a little bit. Probably about an hour, talk a little bit of boxing, man.
Hey, I'm with that. I figured I'd jump on here and chop it up with you a little bit.
That's right, that's right. The aftermath of these pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? I just paid my cable bill. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have another pay-per-view on the next cable bill because it's a tank fight.
Right,
So
right. So,
yeah, let's talk it up, man. See what everybody want to see next.
okay, okay. So, what's the temperature? What they hollering for?
Well, I ain't seen nobody but High if he talking about some he want to see Crawford versus Ennis. That's the best fight at 147.
You think they'll make it for Ennis that soon though?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I even said like ain't nobody pushing for Ennis to get in there for him, but Hyphy, because he basically shitting on Earl. You know what I'm saying? Trolling right now.
Yeah, Hyphy got that effect. He got that
Mm.
effect.
Ennis need to step up, man. Keep on stepping. He climbing right now.
Yeah,
He cl-
he making a good climb on the ladder. So he putting in good work. I think he stay on the projection that he's on. He'll get one of the fights he's looking for.
right. Uh, the boxing plug salute fan said, Marlo, what's your thoughts on the Pitbull Cruz fight versus Tank? The Gamboa versus Tank fight. Gavante also had problems knocking out Gamboa up until the 12th round. Gamboa was a smarter man as well. Yeah, I just didn't like Tank's slow start. I didn't like the game plan. But I mean, he executed well and he hurt his hand. So it'd be tough for me to give him a grade. But overall, I wasn't happy with his performance. You know what I'm saying? Which mainly
Mm.
was the game plan. I thought he should have took it to the dude instead of taking those punches unnecessarily. He could have took them, you know what I'm saying, in the pocket, exchange with him more, things like that. Um, he did hurt his hand, which you know what I'm saying, that which was definitely probably was the reason we didn't see the late stoppage. Was a big part of it, I guess. But the Gamboa fight, I thought the Gamboa fight was pretty decent. I mean, Gamboa is a respectable fighter. You know what I mean? Gamboa gave Bud some problems. You know what I mean? And he didn't give Tank the same problems he gave Bud. He didn't make Tank do no stanky leg or nothing. He just handled himself. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really got no bad take on that fight. But the Pitbull Cruz fight gave me another level of respect for Cruz. I like the Cruz game plan, man. I think Cruz went in there and put it all on the line. And his body work, he was taking shots, but he was giving hard ass shots to the body. And I thought that probably deterred Tank's game plan as well. That's probably stopped his ass from getting up in there, you know what I'm saying, willing to mix it up as well, because it was some hard ass body shots Tank was taking. It looked like he folded over a few times. But it was more what Cruz did than what Tank, you know what I'm saying, didn't do. I was just disappointed in the game of what Tank was doing, man, because he let Cruz press him. You know what I'm saying? His back was against the ropes a lot, things of that nature. You know what I mean? He looked a little frustrated in there, um, shit
Mm.
like that. So, but when the hand issue came, you know what I'm saying? I guess that that kind of told the tale on the fight, unless he was lying like a motherfucker. Lala, he said, Marlo, I want to see Fury versus Gary Antonio Russell. Fury, heavyweight Fury.
Maybe she means his brother.
They both heavyweights.
Tommy a heavyweight? I don't think Tommy a heavyweight is.
What is he, a cruiserweight?
He just don't seem that big to me. I'm gonna have to check him out and see.
Yeah, he definitely not no one, no one
He ain't
thirty.
that small, nah.
Yeah.
Lala trying to get the man beat up.
Mm-hmm. Happy say, how would y'all see Inoue versus Figueroa playing out at 122? I think Inoue not Figueroa out, man. He walked in the door too much. You know what I'm saying? As we seen against Fulton.
Yeah, straight into the dough.
Yeah. I know you was joking. I was just playing around. I was just saying you want to get him killed. Like you don't want Gary Russell to win. I mean Antonio. You don't want Antonio to win. That's why I said it like that. I got you, Joe.
Marlo, you took a little, you was a little disappointed in Tank's performance against Cruz.
Well, his game plan, yeah, I was, yeah, his performance overall was, yeah, I was disappointed, man. I was real
Okay,
disappointed. He was looking for one single shot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He kept on talking to the crowd, and I guess somebody was telling him, you know what I'm saying, the right thing. But that motherfucker kept on looking for that one single shot. Like I don't like that from fighters. I ain't like that from Wilder. You know what I'm saying?
right. I feel you on that.
He was hitting them with some hard shit when he did hit him, don't get me wrong. But when you got motherfucker throwing combinations right back at you, you know what I'm saying, for that one shot versus three shots, you definitely not gonna be winning on the scorecard. You know what I'm saying? So the
Right,
game plan, so that kind of game plan meaning you going for the knockout. And if you don't get that knockout, you putting your O on the line. You know what I'm saying? You putting it all on the line.
But
And I don't think you should play like that in the ring with no boxer. You know what I'm saying? Especially with a motherfucker that's been in the game just as long as you, or just as hungry as you. I should say.
right. You don't think it took part of the fact could have been. Remember when he did say in an interview before the fight took place that he had to see what the man was bringing. You know, that's the second time I heard him say, "I got to see what he bringing to see if I can step to his power or not." Tank has become aware of how hard some people are hitting because I've heard him say twice now. Once against Mario Barrios, he was like, "I got to see what he hit like before I go ahead and just start doing what I'm gonna do." And he said that against Cruz too, that he had to see what the man was bringing to the table to see how he was going to be able to handle his power. That could, I'm not saying that's what played a part in it, but I'm saying that could have played a part in it. I did hear him speak about it.
All right. Hell
Salute,
yeah.
salute. What's going down with y'all, boy?
Salute, bro.
Man,
It's good.
so that's the
Shit, man.
great
Chilling.
Trey X in the house.
Yeah, man. I had got a chance to go back and check out Tank fight again. I
Okay.
would like for the motherfucker like I thought his performance was cool, but I want a little bit more IQ with his game. Like the way he started out the fight, man, like he wanted to come out and box. Get out there and put a hard jab on the motherfucker. I didn't like the way he was pawing that jab out there and shit. Stick the motherfucker with the jab and snap his head back. You got the little bitty short dude stepping straight to you, squared up, sticking with the jab. You know what I'm saying? And then at the same time, you know how Cruz was in the high guard and shit. You
Right.
remember when Adrian Broner, when he fought against Antonio DeMarco, Adrian Broner's coach Mike Stafford kept on screaming, underneath, underneath. Do y'all remember that shit?
Yeah, he tends to go under the guard.
Go underneath because that's the way that you attack a high guard. You go around the guard and you come up the middle, come underneath. I want to see a little bit more underneath. And I was listening to some not listening, but I read an interview on Boxing Scene, and Tank Davis was saying it was different fighting somebody shorter. He hurt his hand because he kept on hitting him on top of his head, and
Right.
that's like a hard part to hit a motherfucker. Well, how about you go underneath, my brother? You ain't gotta come over the top of his head every time. Let's go underneath. He needed Mike Stafford out there underneath. You know what I'm saying? I swear, but I thought it was cool before. I give him a good B. You know what I'm saying? Solid B. But I think it could have been A. I know he came in with a hurt hand, but I think he could have offset that a little bit with sticking that jab and going underneath.
Hey, we've been holding it down on Champ Raw. I want to give a shout out to D-Lo. This is second week in the top three. And
Oh, he
Lala D,
posted the scores already?
yeah, he just posted them. And
Yeah.
Lala D, she came in fifth.
I thought Lala D had a chance of coming first in this motherfucker, at least top three, because he had a
Where
good
you at
week.
now? Where
She
you
had
at, Trey?
122 points. He in third overall, but I'm about to see what I got 7. Let me see what
Yeah, I had a bad week this week. You see, he come in talking because they did pretty good. He ain't said shit the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He done came in 70. He up there talking, goddamn me.
Yeah, you sound better, homeboy. I'm glad you don't sound like you got a cold no more. Last time I spoke to you, you sounded like you were stopped up.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I was just on that. I was just on that gas. I
Mm.
was fucked up.
Oh, you got
Uh,
14. You got 14.
yeah, them edibles hit you different. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Like it's different than smoking. Them edibles have you slurring and all kind of shit. I listened to that shit again. I was like, God.
so
Uh, I
I
did.
I made. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna jump in the chat. The boxing plug said, Marlo, what's your thoughts on Robert Easter getting in the mix at 130 and 135 once he returns to boxing? Would you like to see him fight Haney, Cambosis, Tank, Loma, or Pitbull? Yeah, but I don't think he can make that 135, that 130 weight. I honestly don't. He was already struggling when he was down there. I don't think he can make that weight. But I would like to see the motherfucker fight though. If they could meet at 140. Shit. Excuse me. But if he do come in there, that yeah, I like to see him line it up with any and one of them.
Yeah, Devin will be moving up pretty soon. He said it's pretty hard for him to make the weight now. He trying to get that uh, uh undisputed fight and then move up. Last interview I heard him and he said making that 135 is hard for him.
Yeah, his last fight was at 40. The last fight was at 40, I believe. I ain't mistaken.
Devin?
Huh? Robert East?
No, I was talking about Devin. Devin will be moving up to 140 pretty
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, yeah. No, I understood. I was just finishing on his comment.
Okay, on that Easter blast, yeah.
Yeah. Like he said, Trey X Yard went under well this weekend. You heard her, bro? You heard me?
No, what'd you say?
She said Yard went under the guard well this week, underneath well this weekend.
Okay, that makes sense. I had saw a little highlighter when he knocked the motherfucker out, had him going against the rope, so it looked like he might have went underneath a little bit. But yeah, man, you got a motherfucker in the high guard, man. We ain't got to go straight to his forehead. Hell, you gonna break your hand like that, man? Let's go underneath on there.
Shout out to L Dub. Salute, fam. He shouting out la.
Hey, L Dub, we got that Adamas pick right. Hey, we know something about this boxing shit. I told the motherfuckers. I said Derevyanchenko was coming off a long layoff, man. He only had one fight in 2 years. One time he say the motherfucker that had like 4-5 hard fights in a row. We taking Adamas in this motherfucker. That's what it was.
Yeah, I got that one. I had took Derevyanchenko ass too. It probably would cost me that top spot. Goddamn me. That was 15 points. Yeah, hey, but yeah, hey, who would y'all like to see next, man? What would y'all like to see next for Tank? What would y'all like to see next for Bud, Boo Boo, and who else did I mention? Haney.
I wouldn't mind seeing Haney fighting Kambosos, really. But Kambosos looked like he turning into tap water and starting to swim backwards. He making excuses all of a sudden. Tank, I can't even say. Just keep him busy. Keep him busy. I was surprised that Ryan Garcia, little punk self, came out and started talking nonsense about Devin and Tank after they fights. I'm like, Mister, I'll fight everybody and won't fight nobody. He came out of hiding.
Yeah, them fights got his ass pumped up. They got him up. Somebody spotted him at a light with no shirt on, with jogging and shit. Got him pumped up. Back, Kambosos got his ass back thinking he's something. He can do it.
Hey, for Tank, I want that motherfucker to get his hand healed up all the way. When you're a power puncher, man, hey, you got to have the integrity of your hands. Hell, my fucking right hand is still fucked up to this day because when I fucked it up, I ain't take the proper time to get it right. So that motherfucker need to take time to get his hand right. Y'all know I'll be on the boxing books. I'm on Charlie Birdie. Motherfucker, Arnold Cream. What's his name? Jersey Joe Walcott.
Yeah.
Hey, his microphone cut out. He probably got the phone call.
Yeah, he disappeared on us.
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
I don't know why this shit keep on doing this, but what I was trying to say, y'all know I be on the boxing books, so I stay reading about these motherfuckers fucking their hands up. Charlie Birdie, whole career with his hand messed up. Arnold Cream, Jersey Joe Walcott, broke his hand, didn't take the time to heal it properly, broke his shit again. You know what I'm saying? So Tank Davis, take the time, get your hand right, and hopefully we see him off in there with a quality opponent. I don't know how the scene gonna be then shook down by then, you know what I'm saying, to say exactly who I want him in there with. But hopefully it's one of them Devin Haney, Kambosos type motherfuckers, man. Let's get these big fights going.
And keep them going.
Hell yeah. It was some shit that's pay-per-view worthy too.
Yeah, not just any old crap. Make sure it's worth people getting to see. I see they put Pandora on the fight again because he go hard. You know, he had a nice little battle with dang, I can't think of his man's name. Yeah, he had a nice little battle against Garcia. Garcia was bringing it to him. It's just hard to get past that 80-inch reach.
Yeah, but Fundora also said he wanted to try something different in this fight. He didn't want to show the same shit he been showing. And I swear to God, I see that shit so often when you got them Sebastian Fundora, Jared Hurd type motherfuckers that's thousands and they walk through punches over and over and over again. At some point, them motherfuckers gonna want to box. Because I'm gonna tell you something, them punches hurt. And you ain't gonna keep walking through the motherfuckers for your whole career. At some point, you're gonna be like, man, I don't want to be taking these punches all the time. You're gonna go to coach and be like, hey man, teach me some more technical shit so I can hit and not get hit as much. You know what I'm saying? And it seemed like that's where Fundora is. He done got to that Jared Hurd stage where he like, hey, man, I don't want to walk through these punches like that all the time. Let me put a jab on this motherfucker, get some space, get some distance, and come back with something. Hit and not get hit.
Right. That nigga was knocking that motherfucker head back like a Pez dispenser.
Yeah, he was.
Like D said, Andre versus Morrell at 68 would be cool. Bud versus Spence, of course. Tank versus Shakur. Haney versus Kambosos. Loma Theo Part 2. That's a good fight, but Shakur ain't gonna have to be coming up, right? What, he gonna come up 2 divisions?
What is he fighting at now? 126?
Yep. 26. Yeah. Then he gotta hit 30 or 35 to fight Tank.
Yeah, it'll be a minute before we see that fight, if we see that fight.
Who fighting at 26?
Shakur, ain't
he? Yeah, he at 130. He beat Herring for the belt at 130.
Oh, yeah.
130?
Yeah, that was his debut fight, too, huh?
Yeah, we watched that fight.
Yeah, I didn't know it was 130.
Herring was the longest reigning champion at 130, if I ain't mistaken.
The WBO. Like D said, how about Morrell versus Benavidez? What y'all think about that fight?
I'll take it.
Yeah, they'll be fighting.
Morrell is kind of young in the tooth. He kind of wet behind the ear, breath smelling like Similac. But hey, I think he got some good skills though, man. The motherfucker with 130 and 20 as an amateur coming out the Escuela de Boxeo coming out of Cuba. I think he a southpaw too. His arms are fucking long, man. Like it's some fighters, like if you look at Jimmy Bivens was only 5'9" or some shit like that, and BoxRec got him with like a 76-inch reach. Nigga, those some long ass arms for a 5'9". You 5'9", but you got a 6'4" man's reach. That's how Morrell is, man. If you look at Morrell reach, I think his shit like 80 inches or 82 inches or some crazy shit like that, man. This man got some straight strong arms.
L-Dub says Shakur at 130. Like D said, Shakur isn't at 130. That was his debut fight. Should have known though, because for the title, L-Dub says Shakur been at 130 since the pandemic hit. Like 4 fights at the weight now. Oh, for real? I know that.
I don't know how we missed it.
Anything y'all want to talk about though?
Man, I just wanted to get on here, chop it up with you a little bit. You got the anchor man back in the house. I can go ahead and fall to the back. I spoke on Tank. I gave him about an 8.5, grading wise, B plus. Seeing that he hurt his hand in the fight and he was still able to do what he needed to do. We got a chance to see him handle up against somebody that pressured him a lot because like Lala D made mention of, there was 2 different levels of fighters in the ring. Cruz did not show a whole bunch of different stuff. He just showed that he is a very good pressure fighter. He got some good ass defense. He had some good ass defense because he was catching a lot of those quick little hooks that Tank was throwing and a few of those uppercuts that he was throwing. So you can't take that away from him at all.
All right.
See, one thing about Cruz that stood out to me is that he has an identity. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get in the pocket. He gonna go to the body. He gonna loop shots. He gonna come back with the hook. He gonna throw in combinations. That's who he is. Like just about every fight, you know what you're gonna get from Pitbull Cruz. He ain't gonna come out there and try to box from the outside too much. You know what I'm saying? He gonna step to you, go to the body, bring a tough fight. And fighters having identity is something that stands out to me. That's one thing I like about Virgil Ortiz. Like a lot of people write out Virgil Ortiz, but oh man, he'll be food for somebody like Boots Ennis. Man, do not underestimate a fighter that got an identity. The man works off his jab. He goes to the body with the hook. He going to the liver. This is what you're gonna get from Virgil Ortiz. He has an identity. So hey, I that's one thing I like. And I expect the motherfucker to bring some tough fights, and I expect Pitbull to bring some tough fights too with that ferocious ass style that he got.
I believe he's going to be a champion one day. Pitbull, that is. I believe he's going to be. I believe he's going to make it as a champion, and I believe he'll be there for a minute unless something derails him and his career. But that's just me. That's just my thought.
Man, he gonna be a tough, entertaining fight for anybody. Anybody you get in there with. L Dub said, shout out to D-Lo 404, Gil Coles, Eric R. Salute, fam. L Dub said Morrell has a tricky fight versus 6'5 Alantez Fox on December 18th. Oh shit, we're about to see him in action. Gil Cole says salute to the corner. Salute, bro. Eric R says salute, family. Lala D said Marlo read one time's comment. We got a good fight in 2 weeks. Oh yeah, I just got it. Hell yeah, it's gonna be a banger. So we spoke up on him. Didn't even know he about to fight. Did Hey, D-Lo, appreciate that share, bro. D-Lo say, with all these belts, yes, he will be a champion.
I was kind of meaning he was going to earn it, not they were just going to make another belt to add to the group.
Yeah, he the kind of fighter. If a lot of people saw him fight for the first time, they definitely gonna be checking for him. That's the kind of fighter Cruz is, man. He got in there and brought the fight, did his best. Tank finished the fight with one hand. It was pretty crazy.
That's why I gave him a B+. You know, I was like, he finished the fight with one hand and didn't throw. I don't think he threw a left in the 12th round at all, did he?
Nope, but he did throw it when it was hurt anyway. Though. That's probably why he stopped. Probably fucked it up more because he did a few rounds. I think they said it was around the 5th round or something like that, 6th round when it actually got hurt.
Yeah, he said he hurt it in the 6th. And
they said he came into the fight with a hand injury too.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, his coach said he hurt it in camp.
Oh, okay. Pitbull did say that he noticed the drop in the power of Tank throwing that left hand around the 5th or 6th round. He did. He made mention of that. So for Tank, for his opposition to know that and start pushing a little more, because there was a few rounds that Pitbull was really trying to press the gas on Tank, and for Tank to keep him back with one, fend him off with one hand, that's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty good. Even though I know you guys don't like the way he started off with his game plan, but the way he finished was pretty impressive to me, especially when I found out he had hurt that hand and he kept it going anyway.
Yeah, that was a game changer, man. He ain't no quitter at all. Definitely a fighter. What was I? Oh, right here. D-Lo say if Liam Williams didn't do what he did to Alantez Fox, I would feel even better about the fight. Eric R said, how do y'all think Sean Porter's career would have been with Pitbull Cruz peekaboo style?
Ooh, that's a good one. With his energy level and that peekaboo style, I think Sean Porter could have been pretty dangerous if he was under control with it.
Yeah, and that punch selection of Cruz is not bad. He go to the body a lot in his combinations.
Yes, he does. He has some great body work. I like his body work.
And I noticed that shit opened up good shots on Tank's head too, man. He caught Tank with a lot of good shots. And I think that was set up because of body punch. Mm-hmm. I even saw at one point in the fight where he acted like he was going to the body and went up top on Tank. Tank had to move his head out the way or he was going to get his ass. He almost had him.
I thought that was a few times.
I thought that was a pretty good move there.
He shows some stuff.
Yeah, he did. That's why I say. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think Porter is more technical than Pitbull. I think he got more variety to his game and shit, especially when it comes to his feet. Like Pitbull Cruz, he can't touch Sean Porter when it comes to the feet. You know what I'm saying? I think his work a little bit cleaner as far as his body shots and all that kind of shit. But overall game, I'm gonna take Sean Porter. Sean Porter, he was 276 and 14 amateur, and I can see it in comparison to the 73 and 12 Cruz. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was some time that I seen Sean Porter kind of bob and weave. He wasn't just straight up peekaboo because he was doing more shit than that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I prefer Sean Porter over Pitbull.
Oh, I thought he meant if Sean Porter used Pitbull's style.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
And I'm saying I like his style more.
Oh, you like Porter's style more? I think
Yeah.
if Porter slowed down for me, I think that's my biggest complaint about Porter. Remember, is I think he be moving too fast. I feel if he slowed down a little bit and made better placement, he would have had a lot more success. But that's just my thought on it. Couldn't tell his daddy that mess around and get put out the gym forever.
Yeah, he smothered his punches. If he had the punch selection of the Cruz, I think that'd be about it. That I say he smothered his punches too much on the inside. Cruz is a better inside fighter. What was I at? Right here. D'Lo say yes. I think Cruz handlers should steer him away from the rematch and capitalize on the benefits of the better than expected loss. That'd be smart, and a lot of money will roll in. Gil Cole says, so who do y'all want to see fight next? Dev versus Kambosos or Tank? You mean Devin Haney versus Tank, or Kambosos versus Tank, or Kambosos versus Devin Haney? That's what we were just asking. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I take the Haney versus Kambosos. That'd be a real undisputed fight, in my opinion.
That's the route I would take.
Yeah.
I'd rather see an undisputed fight.
I accept the Tank versus Kambosos too, and then he can fight Devin Haney. Like you know what I'm saying? It's options up in there in that little circle right there. I was asking the question about Bud. What's next for Bud? What's next for Tank? What's next for Devin Haney? And those are some of the things I was thinking.
The only thing about Kambosos is that he was just in a tough ass fight. And a lot of the time in boxing, they don't like to put fighters in back-to-back tough fights like that. Like he was in a knockdown, drag-out fight with Teofimo. Hell, he got dropped in that fight. You know what I'm saying? So I won't be surprised if they give him a soft touch next. I would like to see him against Tank and Devin Haney, but I would not be surprised if he get a soft touch next.
Tap water.
I mean, I guess you could say that, but that's just like in the history of boxing, though, man. They don't like to put fighters in back tough fights type shit. You know what I'm saying? They kind of spread them out. They have a tough fight and an easier fight and a tough fight. Like they kind of go back and forth.
No, I feel. I'm just saying. I'm just getting used to saying tap water. So whenever one of these fighters get you talking crazy and trying to bag out of something, I'm just gonna hit them with the tap water real quick.
What I did? Let me get out y'all business. Say Tank looked ready to get him out of there around 7 or 8 or something like that. Then he seemed to tap her out. That's around the time his hand started to fuck up. I think he said the 6th is when it really started. That's what MZ was just saying.
Yeah, he said about the 6th round is when he hurt his hand, because I had recognized that prior to that, Pitt seemed like he was slowing down around round 4. He seemed to have tapered off on himself, and that's when Tank started trying to pick up. And the 6th round is, I think, when Tank was really trying to drop bombs on that dude, and I think that's when he caught him up on the top of the head and messed his hand up.
I thought he did that shit on purpose. When he swung, because he swung down, like he tried to really hit him on top of that in that soft spot. You know what I'm talking about? D'Lo 404 said I wanted to make a video on the fight But there was nothing I could add after the Lala video. Xavier the
Yeah.
Boxing Nerd said, "I want Tank to fight someone that causes pre-fight intrigue." What you mean? Somebody like who?
Just the
He
top
said,
guys like Tank versus Devin Haney, for example. You know what I'm saying? A lot of pre-fight build-up, intrigue. You don't know who gonna win. Got question marks going in. Tank versus Pitbull. I don't think it was too many people with any sense in their head that picked Pitbull. He won one of them 50-50 type fights. Half the people pick one and the other half pick the other.
Yeah, that's the intrigue. That's the intrigue you're looking for. I feel you on that.
in his division, who? Yeah, you think Devin Haney is that guy?
I'm gonna be honest. To me, I think people are just nitpicking at Devin Haney. No, he's not the power puncher that you want to see. You know, he's not that. But apparently, he's hitting people hard enough because nobody's running up on him in his fights. Ain't nobody running up on him like they eating his punches and walking through. They not doing that. So for people to keep saying that he don't have no pop, I even heard Cambosis say that he came. I mean, not Cambosis. I think it was JoJo. That he don't really hit that hard and all that stuff. Okay, well, JoJo, he whooped your ass. Why you didn't walk through that and show us that he not really hitting that hard? So when I'm thinking people are they just giving Devin a bad mark because Devin is a good boxer. And he got some heart. So, you know, he ate some punches, true, but everybody does. You know, it's boxing. You have to go in there looking at your fighter thinking, hey, he's going to take a few punches. You know, it's very rare that you see somebody go in there and do like what's his name? Captain Hook. I can't even think his man's name. Roy Jones, when he had that round where he didn't get touched. You know, you rarely see that was a once in a lifetime thing for me. That was the only time I ever seen it. Everybody gets touched.
Whether it's the shoulder. D'Lo say I prefer Porter work over what Pitbull has done in the fights that he had seen. He done well last night though. Yeah, he did. He came to shine in the moment. Hold up, this motherfucker jumped on me, y'all.
Hey, speaking on what Pecos Bill was just saying, man, I be tripping out on these fighters when they get to talking. Like Cam Boses, he talking about he been seeing the holes in Devin Haney game and all that kind of shit. Nigga, you get one win. Now all of a sudden you some kind of goddamn boxing guru and you see all the holes in his game and shit. Same thing with Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, he was talking about what Deontay Wilder did wrong in his fight against Tyson Fury. And I'm like, nigga, didn't you just get your ass whooped? Like you should be talking about what you did wrong in your last fight. And you sitting up here talking about what Deontay Wilder did wrong in his fight. And you took an ass whooping in your fight. Like, man, some of these fighters just need to shut the fuck up and just get out there and fight, man.
I agree with you 100%.
Shut up and fight us.
Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? Well, if you're gonna talk, be doing something while you're talking. You know, don't just be talking and not handling your business. Go out there and handle your business.
All right. D'Lo say, then I ain't those extra 2 green belts thrown in a wood chipper live on TV. We talking about? I missed something.
I guess he talking about them WBC belts or some shit. I don't know. I guess he talking about the franchise belt and shit, right?
It's only 2 of them. One in 135 and the other one is at 154. Those are the only 2 divisions that the franchise belt is in.
Yeah. D'Lo say, I have no issue with Cambosis taking the voluntary or mandatory at home, but he better be careful and remember he ain't really no world beater historically. He feeling himself.
He a B-level fighter.
Yeah, he just feeling
B-level fighter. That give credibility what D'Lo say all the time. This motherfucker Teofimo went out there and beat a A-level type fighter and went out there and lost the damn belts to a B-level fighter. So that makes sense. It's harder to defend the belt than it is to win it.
Say that again.
That's why the motherfuckers be ducking their mandatories, huh? Some of these guys.
Tap water.
Don't say no name. Some of these guys. That's why they duck their mandatory, huh? Who has he fought? He hasn't fought nobody.
Tap water. Weaker than tap water.
Like I said, I think Pet Bull said he knew Tank hurt his hand in the 5th round.
Yeah, he spoke on it when they talked to him after the fight.
Yeah. Dito say Tank was landing on his elbow as well. Executive boxing nurse said people aren't about Jack. He said they won't fight people like Tippy Larkin, Frizzy Zivic 2 times, and Henry Armstrong in a back-to-back fight. Then also beat all in that order. Motherfucker went through the gauntlet around this motherfucker.
Yeah, but even back then, though, hell, all the fighters wasn't fighting each other, man. I like to get into the history, too. Charlie Burley should have got a lot more opportunity than he got. Yeah, he fought Fritzy Zibby 3 times, went 2-1, but he should have got fights against Henry Armstrong and I can't even think of his other motherfucking name. And even somebody like Ezra Charles, he wasn't getting the fights against Gus Lesnovich and a lot of the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So we do like to glamorize the old school because they did do a lot of fighting, but it was a lot of fights that didn't take place too that should have took place.
D-Lo say, Trey X salute, go smell the motherfucker. I still want my intro, even though it's kind of just the fam in here. Shit.
Who was that?
D-Lo.
I don't even know what the hell he talking about.
He right here on the panel. Salute, D-Lo.
What's good? What's good?
What's good, bro? What you talking about on that intro with Trey?
Man, I ain't even gonna say it. I feel like a lame if I had to say it.
What, salute to the voice of reason or something?
There we go.
I see you got second place. What did he get second place?
Oh, hey, never mind. Now I know why I ain't get my intro.
Oh, no. I just found out about the shit on the live stream here. Marlo just told us on the live stream.
Hey, I just found out too. Champ Ross had sent me a thing on Facebook told me I got second place.
Yeah, you catching ground on my motherfucking ass. I gotta come back with something.
I'm just trying to have you back, man. In case you don't catch old boy, I'm gonna try to see if I can't lasso his ass in. Hey,
I'm really happy. I really be feeling good when I be seeing everybody on the corner putting feet in their ass.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Just for the home team.
Hey, I was just gonna say that. Nigga, I don't even be mad out when I'm doing bad shit. I be looking up there at the top. I say, nigga, the gym is in this motherfucker. The fuck they talking about? Shit.
Hey, especially when I see people like Sean Newton, bitch ass, made a diss video about us talking about how we casuals and all this kind of shit, and we putting the hands, feet, elbows, all in his ass on that Champ Ross, nigga. Fuck you mean?
Yeah, real shit. Him and the other few motherfuckers like they don't know who he is. Lala say she agreed with you, MZ. Eric R said, I'm not liking the fact that this is now the second fight in a row. Tank is hurting his hand. He said Raleigh is more than likely the next opponent.
I mean, that's pretty frequently though, man. Like when you got them hard punching motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? They're just part of it. That's why you see some fighters. I'm trying to think of what's his name, Holman Williams. Like Holman Williams, he was a power puncher at first, but towards the end of his career, he became known mainly for his skills and having pillow fists. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game, man. When you got power like that, you got to be able to protect them hands.
Iceberg Nerds, salute, fam. What's happening with you? Dilo say some people talk like Haney is a hype job. He said some talk like he is the second coming of Floyd. He said he falls somewhere in between with room to get better, most definitely.
Hey, one thing about him, out of all the young fighters, he the one that got the body type. Because he the one that got them long ass arms and shit. Them other dudes ain't built like Devin Haney. That's one thing that I like about him. Like if you compare him to Floyd Mayweather or Sugar Ray Robinson, he the one that got that type of body type with them long ass arms and fairly long legs and shit. Them other dudes, they ain't built like that.
D-Lo, you got a little echo. What was that? Oh, Xavier. Xavier the boxing nerd said if Tank fought Haney, there will be interesting build up to the fight. This Cruz fight didn't get that. Just a good fight. Many people didn't expect. That's a fact. I thought it was gonna be. You ready to go night night?
I did
Pedraza
too, man.
versus Jones. That's next or something, D-Lo?
Let me go.
Or that's what you want to see.
I think they were talking about Pedraza versus Jose Ramirez.
That's what's next for Pedraza. Yeah, that was your comment. I was saying that's what you wanted to see, or that's what's next for Pedraza.
I said something about Pedraza.
Yeah. Oh no, my bad. That's the Penianza.
Vinny Pazienza.
Oh, he was talking about
Roy Jones.
Oh no.
Yeah, Roy Jones.
I was saying that was Pazienza and Roy Jones.
Right.
For MZ comment.
Yeah.
Because Pecos Bill was saying that that was like a flawless victory.
Yeah, that round anyway. You know, he to not be touched. I done put hands all on you and you can't even touch me. Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Right.
That kind of got me thinking about when Ali fought against Ernie Terrell. No, it wasn't Ernie Terrell. What's the name of the dude that fought that muscle bound motherfucker that fought against Sonny Liston? And he went 3 rounds with Ali, and Ali beat him. He only landed 3 rounds. Cleveland Williams, the motherfucker. He only landed 3 punches on Ali in 3 rounds. So that's like one of the all-time dominations in the fight. But at the same time, Cleveland Williams, he actually got shot in his stomach a few years prior, and the doctor said that he would never box again. And the motherfucker came back to the ring and shit. And he had to have some major surgery on his abdomen, you know what I'm saying, and get intestines removed and all kind of shit. And he came back to the ring, and all of that happened before he fought Ali. So it's very impressive what Ali did, but at the same time, you got to tip your hat to Cleveland Williams for showing that type of toughness to get shot in your stomach, get fucked up, and then come back to the ring and fight at the top level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Got shot in my motherfucking stuff. D-Lo 404 said, I bet Trey wanted to screen Lee Selby, motherfucker, when Cambosa started polarizing. I mean, philosophizing.
Yeah.
Eric R said, right, you peeped that, Trey X. One win and Cambo turned into Keith Thurman. Like one fight expert.
Yeah, hey, man, that shit tripped me out. Man ain't said nothing all this time.
D-Ray, salute, fam. D-Ray said, salute, block, fam. Blessings, Marlo's corner. Blessings, bro, salute.
Hey, you sound like somebody about to say something. You about to say something, D-Lo?
Nah, I was going to say it's funny he said that about Keith Thurman. Y'all know what I be calling Keith Thurman when he gets doing all that talking and parables and riddles and soliloquies and all. I said that Joker turned into Captain O.G. Reedmore from the old Saturday morning cartoon when I was a kid. That doing cat that used to be on there.
The Reed
exactly what Keith Thurman sound like. He started talking all that nonsense instead of just talking about making fight.
Hey, Gil Cole that talking shit. He said Tank versus Devin gonna be the next Earl versus Bud. They're gonna fight in 2030, or the next Keith Thurman versus Earl Spence. He always leaving Keith Thurman out the damn conversation. Eric R said, "I like that Tank had a fight through adversity. This experience is gonna get Tank some good wins down the line." Yeah, he definitely showed us that the motherfucker is a fighter.
I don't know if it's gonna earn him no wins down the line, but it is good to go through something like that. Cause like if let's say he is in a fight with Devin Haney and he hurt his hand in the 7th or the 8th round or some shit, he do got this experience to draw off of. So I do like that for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Gil Cole said, "Oh, this what we doing? Keith jokes tonight, huh?" Yeah, man, you need to keep about the equation, man. He don't even want to answer no questions about fight motherfucking Spence.
Last time the motherfucker had a fight, he had a ponytail, man. We ain't seen this man in that long. When is he gonna fight again?
Right, he did say he got on Instagram or something talking about he want to fight Bud.
In about 8 months.
Yeah. Ask him about it next time. He gonna say, "Oh, did I say that?" Gil Cole said, Keith said he gonna fight 15 times next year. Hashtag play the flute. Oh, you know
15 cab drivers too.
you know that's cap. J. Cooley, salute. He said, "What up? Jay gotta run that back." In my opinion, I don't necessarily think he needs to run it back.
Yeah, I didn't feel that way either. I thought it was good enough.
Especially
And the
finishing with a hurt hand.
circumstances too. The way
Nah, especially if I got to pay for it again, nigga. Let's move on. Shit, I ain't about to pay another $75, $80 to watch that shit again. Let's go.
Right, it's over with. It's done. Let's go on to the next.
To the next.
That man said, "Hell no, not if I got to pay for it again."
Shit.
Hey, Voice of Reason. Did you see your boy up in there promoting the fight on Instagram? He was in the water and shit talking about, Earl, where you at? You say you a big fish. He said, I'm looking for you out here. Where you at? He said, oh, it's a big ocean. I ain't gonna be able to find you out here, man. Where your punk ass at?
Yeah.
He was talking just like that on Instagram, calling him a punk ass motherfucker and all kinds of shit, man. You ain't seen that shit?
I saw that shit.
I did too.
I said, at least he's promoting the fight. He ain't talking that I don't need you shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking.
He doing something that people been waiting to see him do. He getting out there and now for my big brother, because my big brother, he saw Terrence fight for the first time when he beat up Porter, and he fell in love with him instantly. But that little stunt going out there in the ocean, holding his hands out, talking about where you at, old whole ass nigga, all that's straight up great. You know what I'm saying? Because that's him stepping out of his normal, what we used to. We're not used to seeing Terrence Crawford like that. Yeah. That was like a breath of fresh air. I was like, that's that dude right there. That's what we want to see. Get out there and promote. Let people get a chance to see you have some fun with you. Because you better believe now people finna start saying, oh, Spence got to say something.
Man, that was a shocker to me. I was laughing like a motherfucker. At first, he was talking cool, right? Then all of a sudden, he said, "Oh, whole ass nigga!" I started dying. I was like, "Oh shit, we might get this fight, y'all. This is what I'm talking about right here." This nigga said, "You say you a big fish? Where you at, old whole ass nigga?"
Hey, bro, that shit made me like him a little bit more.
Yeah, me too, bro.
There it is.
I ain't even gonna lie, nigga. I thought that shit was hard and playing like a motherfucker, nigga. Let's get it then, nigga. Where you at? Yeah, I like that shit though, man.
Yeah, that's a great move. That's a great move.
That's why I say I know the casual, especially the Bud fans, was entertained. You know what I'm saying?
Some of them got moist.
Cause I know, nigga, I was dying, nigga. I had to play that back. Did this nigga just call him a whole ass nigga? This nigga called him a whole ass, you whole ass nigga. It's a big old. I ain't gonna be able to find you this big old place, nigga. Bring your bitch ass up. This nigga trying to bring money to him though. That's what we need to see, man. I ain't got no problem.
I found it kind of interesting too, though, that he did all that. Like soon as he leave Top Rank, now all of a sudden we see him more of the witty side and the more aggressive type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I like to look at him because one of my main things is I like consistency. That's why I be saying, man, you be double talking sometimes. But if you're gonna be consistent with the shit, I'm with you. Get out there and talk your shit, man. Let's try to get this fight made.
There you go.
Let's make it more interesting. You know
Cause Bo McBallard called him. Bo McBallard jumped up and said, "Drunk ain't shit again." That used to be their thing. When they used to talk about Earl, one of the first things they said, "Drunk ain't shit." But then Earl had that accident after that.
I saw the shit re-energized me for the fight because at first I had lost some interest when I heard Terrence Crawford say, "Oh man, I don't need him. I'm going to the Hall of Fame anyway," and all this kind of shit. Mm-hmm. The way he approached that video, that shit re-energized me, got me interested again.
D said he sure did. Gil Cole laughing and shit. L-Dub said that's a fantasy fight. He also said Bud chasing the ghost. I ain't like it. Oh, you ain't like that shit?
He been consistent with that. He been saying that he feel like it's a fantasy fight.
Like it ain't gonna happen. I think it'll happen though. I do believe
Lil
it happened.
D said he said with his bitch ass.
Yes, he did.
This nigga Bud is the damn fool for that video.
But it was needed. He needed it. Well,
Yeah.
I would say to get people to look at him instead of just talking negative about him. You know, a lot of people, you know, he gave his fans something to look. Oh, look at Bud calling out. You know, man, these people finna be losing their minds debating and talking about this fight.
And the timing, I think the timing of the video was perfect. You know, it was the right time. And like Trey pointed out, it's just funny how he had to get from up under that top rank label to be able to, you know what I'm saying, talk like
Let
he
his hair
talk.
down a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let the top down. Yep. Eric R said Earl versus Bud gonna happen. It got to, man. I'm with you, man. I ain't putting no negative energy in the air about that fight. I need that fight, man.
What all big money options do they have?
They really don't.
Really none unless they move up in weight or something. Go chase a Canelo fight or something like that.
They'd be foolish to
That'll
chase
be a big
Canelo.
jump. They can't even go to the next division and get big money fights because them dudes ain't big money fighters.
No,
Like at 154, even 160.
He the better attraction from those divisions. He getting the
Yeah,
most.
even 160.
Yeah.
But they do. But I forgot he do got Josh Taylor in Scotland. That'll probably be some big money for him. Y'all know I ain't just no expert, but it seems like it. They talking about they can put 80, 90,000 people in the seats.
But that's for Bud though. I don't think they're gonna be interested in that Spence fighting.
No.
Yeah, I was just thinking from Bud perspective
Bud,
on that
yeah.
particular fight.
Yeah. But he can go wherever he want to too. So Bud in a good position right now. He can go without having to sign no long term contract. He just fight a one fight deal and go fight a motherfucker on top rank. The zone. What's the
Anyway, he want to
motherfucker?
fight.
Triller. Yeah, he go where he want to go. Ain't
Man,
nobody
everybody better
holding
not
his
go
back.
to that Triller unless they want their check, though.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying Triller. I'm just saying he can go where he want to go.
Well, I'm gonna say Triller probably just bounced that check because T.O. kept acting like a diva.
No, I'm talking about. There's a lot of people. They ain't say a lot. But quite a few that said they ain't get paid when they supposed to get
Hold on,
paid.
D-Lo. You sound real muffled for some reason, bro. It's hard to hear you.
Hold on, let me try something.
Hey, did Michael Hunter lose by that old cat he was fighting?
Who?
Did Michael Hunter lose to that old looking cat he was fighting?
No, it was a draw.
It was a draw.
Yeah.
That old cat was putting hands on that nigga. Man. It was like, he like, youngster, you gonna learn today, youngster. I was like, what the fuck am I seeing right now? That old nigga can't fight. Had a Michael Hunter had a weary look on his face, man.
I read about it. They did say old school came or something.
Man, old school came, bro. Old school came and squabbled like a motherfucker. He was backing that nigga out the pocket and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you going, youngster? Come here. Like the hunter was backing up into the corner of the road and all that. Like, come here, youngster.
Yeah.
Made that boy get out.
Let me
I
holler
was
at you
like,
real quick.
damn. Huh?
Let me holler at you real quick. Come here.
Yeah, let me get remember that shit you was talking? You gonna learn to respect me. And the next time you come in his wheelhouse, I'm gonna whoop your ass again.
So he might have been lucky to get the draw then, huh?
Yep. You might have been lucky. I ain't watched the whole thing because I didn't get to see the outcome. But OG was up in there. He came to fight.
Well,
What happened? What happened, D-Lo?
D-Lo was trying to get the microphone together.
I thought he was trying to say something. Eric R said, he said, I think they both feeling that heat from Boots. The young guns are coming. Yeah, they coming like a motherfucker.
It's several young guns out there too, man. We got Boots, we got Virgil Ortiz, we got the Butayev guy, we got Stan Jonas, Madrimov. He done went to 154, so we ain't. But shit, he probably can still make 147 if he wanted to.
I like.
It's a bunch of youngsters.
Hey, would you like to see Boot versus Ortiz?
I take it.
Like an eliminator or some shit like that?
Mm.
Yeah, I take it.
At that level, of course, as an eliminator, that would be so exciting.
In their primes, niggas,
Hell
I'd
yeah.
be up for that fight.
Yeah, I like to see that. That's why I say I wouldn't put the motherfuckers up there with the big fish like Bud and what's his name right now, because I don't even think they handlers are gonna put them up there. But I know they want to wipe each other out, like similar to J Rock and Charlo type of fight, Lubin, J Rock, Charlo, when they was, you know what I'm saying, coming up.
Right. Say, Trey,
Yeah.
you know the white dude that promote boots.
I don't know shit about no
You
promoter.
talking about Cameron Duncan? That's his manager.
Yeah, that dude. His manager. I listen to him talking about Boots. He is really high on Boots. Boots is man, Boots gonna be good, man. He gonna be a champ with more than one belt.
AD Ray Boots is Jerron Ennis.
Yeah.
Jerron Boots Ennis from Philly. Motherfucker got skills, man. Serious skills too.
He just ain't got the deep amateur background as the other fighters. That's why they taking him so slow.
Oh,
He
he
was
said,
only 58-3.
y'all know who promote Boots, D-Lo?
Nobody. He's it's kind of like by committee. You know what I'm saying? Cameron Duncan won't sign him to no promoter because he'd have to. Basically, what he was saying is that like a lot of these guys that are offering to promote him on a consistent basis, they probably gonna want a piece of him. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So in order for him not to have to get that up, he kind of just kind of like work with whoever, and it gives more flexibility too. You know what I'm saying? He can kind of work with wherever the fights are. And but for the most part, he kind of in with PBC, but he ain't no PBC fighter.
Hey,
Oh, that's why
your volume sound a lot better too, bro.
Yeah, it was in this stupid bad Bluetooth I was on.
hey, that's why they moving them like they moving them. I think they moving them right though. They ain't moving them too fast. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
because he moving up the rankings pretty good. I think they got him ranked pretty high. I think he ranked like fifth in the WBA, the WBO. I know he ranked in the IBF and one of the W belts. He ranked in two of them pretty high. So he'll be getting a shot at a belt pretty soon. I had no doubt in that. But I'm hoping they push these undisputeds before those take place. Because man, can you imagine how many undisputeds we get to see if they do it within 2 years' time?
Man, I don't think we get no undisputed in all these divisions, man. I think we just gonna get it in the off-brand division, like cruiserweight, 168, 154, 140. You notice we ain't been getting them in 126, 135, 147, 160, heavyweight. We ain't getting them in them divisions, the classic divisions, the money divisions. We just getting the shit in the off-brand divisions.
You know, I'm gonna have to go ahead and say it though. You know what I'm saying? The reason we ain't getting it in the divisions we like, because somebody running around with that tap water, man. They got that tap water in the system.
I think it's the money.
I think it's the promoters screwing them around.
Well, you look at 175 when it was you know what I'm saying? Even when it was Kovalev and what's the boy Donnie Stevenson, you know what I'm saying? It like that fight was right there to be made, even though that would have been undisputed. Ward still had a belt at the time, but it was they were right on the cusp of making that fight. Or it might have been I think Bernard Hopkins had the other belt. But they, you know what I'm saying, it's like they just find a way to mess that around, man. They just, you know what I'm saying, boxing can't get out his own way, man. Really what it boiled down to.
For me,
I think promoters.
No, I was just gonna say for me, like I'm cool with undisputed in the off-brand divisions, but when it comes to the money divisions, I think I'm gonna have to just settle for big names fighting each other. I might not get undisputed, but I might get Earl Spence versus Crawford, for example. That won't be for undisputed, I don't think. Nah, that ain't for undisputed. So I might get some big names, but I don't think I'm gonna get 100% undisputed in the money division.
They already messed it up, bro. They already made that tournament.
Yeah,
Ooh,
the WBA made a mess for no reason, man. That's just nonsense.
that was unnecessary to even make a tournament, especially at this point, being so close to undisputed. And I don't think they thought Ugas was gonna beat Pacquiao, and that's what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? And that's what fucked it up. So now they don't want Spence to have that belt. You know what I mean? Because Uga's not a big attraction.
But you
You know
know
that.
what? You know what's funny about that though, Marlo? It's like I see it from that vantage point too, right? Like they kind of didn't expect Pacquiao to lose, and then it's like, well, because you know I feel like they wouldn't have put Pacquiao in that situation, told him he had to fight them boys, but at the same time, when Pacquiao came back and tried to get the belt back, they wouldn't give it back to him. So that's why, like, if you saw the video I made, to me, it seemed like either they don't want that belt unified right now for some reason, or they don't want Spence to have that belt. You know what I'm saying? To get a shot at it. Because Pacquiao was supposed to be fighting Spence and he tried to get that belt back. They wouldn't give it back to him. Ugas beat Pacquiao. He got the belt. They won't let Spence fight him. You know what I'm saying? And then even before that, it was something else happened too when with the WBA and that belt. I can't remember what it was. They stripped somebody else. Oh no, it was when they stripped Pacquiao initially and gave it to Ugas. So I don't know, man. It's just something funny about the WBA at 147. They ain't really acting like that in no other division, as far as not want to unify their belt. But for some reason they seem not to want to let that belt get unified again.
And it seems like they don't want Spence to have that motherfucker.
Y'all know how I feel about when situations like that pop off. They try and keep those champions bright.
Shout out to Hapo Type. He said, what up, Marlo, Trey, and Pan on the chat. Salute, man. Gil Cole said, hell yeah, Booth versus Ortiz. That'll be a good one, won't it?
All in there like swimwear.
For real.
Hey,
Anything you want to talk about? Anything you want to get off?
I was gonna say what I was talking about earlier about those green belts is if y'all would look at it, Kambosos and Teofimo Lopez both. I don't know about Lomachenko. I guess he did too. For some reason, them jokers walking around with 2 green belts. But at the same time, Devin Haney's supposed to be the champion. Now, that's why I said if they unify, if Kambosos and Haney fight, 2 of those 3 green belts need to go in the wood chipper.
Yeah.
Because I have no idea why they got 2 belts. Why, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be a franchise distinction, which I don't even know why they on it with a belt. Should have gave them Joker the ribbon. But for some reason, they got two green belts. You know, I get one of them is a friend and the other one is the child. I don't know.
I don't get it why they pushing, they hating on Haney so hard, so heavy when it already was announced that he was the champion. Then they start calling him an email champion and all this shit. Then all of a sudden, Suleiman say he ain't the champion. Teofimo is undisputed. Then Kambosos win. Now Kambosos ain't undisputed. Devin Haney back to champion because after the fight they announced him as a WBC champion.
Mauricio talking out both sides of his mouth. When somebody was asking him about that, he was like, "Yeah, we talked to Devin Haney and his dad. They know what something like that." I was like, man, when I seen a while back when Bill Haney and him got on somebody's show together, and Bill Haney was grilling him about that. You know what I'm saying? Mauricio kept making excuses and trying to say, well, yeah, you the champion, he the champion, blah, 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 blah. And this, that, and the other. Like, he really couldn't explain why that belt out there. But then he keep talking about fans just got to be patient is a good basically that's something good. People just don't want to accept it because it's new. But it's like, man, it ain't that. It's just it was unnecessary to begin with. And it really needs to just go away. It created more confusion than it did clear up anything. But he trying to act like that's the reason they've been getting all these good fights at 135 because he created that franchise belt.
That's bullshit.
Yeah, because the franchises haven't been fighting. You know what I'm saying? It took Teofimo a year to get in the ring.
Ain't nobody even checking for the franchise. Napoleon Armstrong, salute, fam. What's good with it, bro? Haplotype say, he said the situation with the WBC is untenable. He said due to their whack ass rules and changing up, time for a new paradigm. What what you want to do? Get the Al Heyman belt, the PVC belt, like people was talking about.
I wish I had paper. I'd make a belt.
Man,
He
you
said
might as well. Hey,
we can
whatever
start here in Marlo's corner.
whatever process you using to do them candles, just make a belt out of the same stuff. It'll be just as valuable as them belt they walk around with.
Hey, my candles is pretty valuable. I can't be wasting no
Well,
wax on no weak ass belt.
it probably be worth more than them belts then, so I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, I heard y'all talking about Terrence Crawford earlier. Did y'all hear when the reporter
Don't blame you.
did y'all hear when that reporter asked Ellaby about Tank Davis fighting Terrence Crawford?
No.
No, I didn't
Man,
see
that was so retarded, man. Oh, I shouldn't say that word. That was so crazy, man. It was just, I mean, it was stupid. Ellaby basically just made him look dumb. He was like, Tank Davis is a 135-pound fighter. Then he was like, yeah, but fighters move up every day. He said, Tank Davis is a 135-pound fighter. Bud Crawford is a welterweight. Yeah, but I know. Next question. I said, man, I bet you they took his press credentials soon as he stopped talking.
That nigga told Blue, well, ain't you the one who be shitting on Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather? Ain't nobody want to talk to you. I said, oh shit, this nigga ain't taking no bullshit. None of these motherfuckers be talking regular. That nigga ain't playing with these reporters, man.
Don't beat up the reporter. I'm telling you, don't beat up the reporter. You know what I'm saying? It's their job to say what they got to say.
Nah, he wasn't. He didn't come at him like he was gonna. He made him look stupid.
That's messed
Like,
up.
basically, what he was saying was like he didn't want to talk to him because he shitting on. You know what I'm saying? He be shitting on the fighter, and then want to turn around and be in the motherfucker face, act like a motherfucker don't be watching. Disrespectful too. He said. That's what he was basically saying though. But shit, anybody else got nothing y'all want to talk about? Any topics, man? We can shut it down.
Hey, what's coming up this weekend? Who fighting this weekend? I heard Trey say something during the fight that last night about somebody decent fighting Saturday. Or
Lomachenko fighting Kami, and then you
oh
got
yeah.
Donaire fighting some guy, but he like a 33-1 favorite.
Donaire back already? Well, I guess it probably been a while.
Yeah, it's been
but I had heard
about
anything.
4-5 months.
Yeah, I had heard anything about it though, man. I'm surprised. Kind of snuck up on me.
But the weekend after that, we got Marcus Brown fighting against Better Be.
Mm-hmm.
The one I'm looking forward to.
Hey, when Joe Smith Jr. supposed to be fighting somebody? Did that fight got postponed?
I don't know. I don't think I heard nothing about Joe Smith.
I mean, it was a while ago, but I mean, they were talking about. I know it ain't Zerto. He was talking about he was supposed to be fighting somebody though, and Zerto was supposed to be fighting somebody else, and then I think though the winner was supposed to fight or something. I can't remember. It's been a minute.
I ain't heard.
I said, what's the name of the what's the name? I finally got in my what's this, Facebook again? And what's the name of the page?
Fantasy Boxing Prediction League.
Fantasy Boxing Prediction League.
Yeah, come get some of this smoke.
Hey, don't go there and do bad. Trey, don't mind talking about people. He be.
Okay.
Hey, this is my first season actually trying.
Hey, this the first season. Look, this the first season I done been able to remember to make my picks on Friday. When they got Friday fights, to get my Friday picks in. That what been killing me is I always mess around and miss the Friday fight because I be waiting to make picks the last minute.
I've been making sure to look at to get my picks in, and at the same time, I'll be looking at the amateur records and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what I do now? I get to this channel and do what?
Like the page.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's all you gotta do. And then when he posts the fights that you could pick from, just go on there and make your picks in the comments.
Let me go and look at this
Shit.
real quick.
Lala holding it down with the majority splits and draw tracker. She got 4, D-Lo right up under with 3.
Yeah, I think I got
You got
like
3 too.
2 or something. Yeah, I knew I was up in there somewhere.
Yeah, you got 3 too.
Okay, yeah, I see it now. Let me see who number 1. Casual Cucumber and Marcus James.
What kind of name is that in the goddamn boxing group though?
That's
What's the name?
Casual Cucumber. Oh, is this all one name? Casual Cucumber and Marcus James Knowles. Is that the same? That's all one name?
Is that the motherfucking name?
They in first place?
Yeah, I just
D-Lo got second? What?
this is the second week in a row.
That's just for the week. That ain't the overall standing.
Okay. Lala D in fifth with 122.
No, this is 2 different people, but that's one name though. That nigga named Casual Cucumber and Mark James Knowles. It's 2 people. Like he representing 2 people.
I don't even be on Facebook. Y'all finna make me have to be doing some extra shit. So next fight come up, just come on here and throw my picks in the comment.
Yep. Whenever he put up the schedule, yep, just comment who you think gonna win. You gotta put the decision whether you think it's majority split, UD, knockout, what round? If it's a knockout.
Come on in here and give me some wins up under my belt.
Don't never pick UD though. I always pick SD or MD because you get extra points.
Okay. Okay, I got you. Let's see what this all
You got to
about.
represent though. Don't go over there and make us look bad on the corner now. You got to get up in there.
Well, I ain't going in there to embarrass myself.
Hey, Marlo. I don't know what. I think Marlo or Trey, one of y'all was talking about old girl that be talking all that noise like she knows so much about boxing. And I don't want to say her name, but she be was coming in last place. She ain't even been trying no more. She done dropped out, ain't she?
You talking about Lala D?
No. Marlo, you know what I'm talking about.
I think you talking about somebody named with it start with an L.
Yeah, not Lala D.
Yeah,
I'm about to say shit. Lala D start with an L.
That's they look. No, they be over there on that channel where they act like they don't know us. They came up in here one day, said this is a dope ass channel. Oh shit, fuck, I'm gonna say the name. That nigga New Media Today USA. He came in here. Y'all remember when he came in the chat?
Nah.
Yeah, we shouted him out and everything. He came in the chat. I'm pretty sure people in the chat remember.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, he came up in here talking about how dope this channel is and all that. Then one day he went back to his channel. He acted like he didn't even know us, man. Started talking weird. Now he over there doing fight calls and shit. That's who chat that she be in, D-Lo.
Oh, she be over there.
Mm-hmm. And both of them motherfuckers be at the bottom of the totem pole on the thing. She do better than him. I'm gonna keep it 100. She do better than him. Damn near every week. I don't see her no more.
Yeah, that's why I said I think she done dropped out.
Man, motherfuckers be old motherfuckers on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, she needed a couple knockouts just to get back into it.
Everybody that come over here and compliment us, most of them motherfuckers go back and leave and start doing what we doing. That shit be weird. These hidden agendas around this motherfucker. But yeah, hey, I be thinking like you did. I'll be seeing them people who be talking all that reckless shit, and I'll be seeing them up in the fantasy prediction. I'm like, man, you motherfuckers talk real scholarish, but you motherfuckers at the bottom of this
Hey, like Snoop Dogg told Tyree, you talking real tough on the phone, nephew.
motherfucker. These motherfuckers be at the bottom, and I don't even be going to do my research like I usually do sometimes. Go look at the fight. I just be making a pick, and I still be in the middle of the pack. Them motherfuckers be at the bottom, bro. I'm talking about way down there, like hello.
Mm.
Motherfuckers had like 30 points, D-Lo. What week?
Hey,
30 points
he need to go ahead and have two different leagues, have a D1 and a D3 league.
for real. And if people knew who he was, go watch his videos, they be like, man, this motherfucker don't know shit about boxing. That motherfucker pick with his heart, bro.
Hey, Trey, they're just like that trivia, right? You throw them softball questions out there. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
no,
The field be pretty good. You mess around and start getting them hard questions out. You start to get some separation in there.
Yeah, the herd start thinning out like a motherfucker.
Hey, folks start dropping off the live stream and everything.
Hitting dislike and all kind of shit.
Not to dislike.
Yeah. Motherfuckers don't like feeling dumb, man. But I sure be taking that Chan Ross seriously, nigga. Just to represent on the motherfuckers. I'll be looking at the list. I be like, yep, another week, another foot in your ass, and your ass. I ain't forgot about what you said. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Shit, nigga, I'm a competitor, bro. It's real business.
I talked about it so much. I'm like, man, let me go see. I tried to find it a couple of weeks ago, but I will tell you what I was doing wrong. I was looking for Champ Ross.
Yeah.
I'm on there like this. I don't see shit that they talking about, and I was lazy. I didn't feel like going to the. I didn't feel like going to the broadcast to see where it was at.
We almost done with this season right here. So this season, just get in there and get your feet wet and see how this shit work, and then come back next season and do the full season. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's best to get on in there and go ahead and try now, because you know what I'm saying. It really like just practice, because you know what I'm saying. I mean, you still could win. I mean, you can get in there and win for the week. And sometimes, I mean, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes people put money in the pot for the winner. I mean, I think it's been a while though. I don't know. I rarely win, so. But.
Now I got first place and won $50 one time for getting first. That motherfucker Chan Ross gonna hit me up talking about, hey man, you want to donate it or you want me to send you the money? I said, nigga, drop it off. Goddamn me. I done went in there. I won that shit. All the promotion and shit that I give y'all, because we talk about Chan Ross every single fucking live stream. Nigga, drop my money off and run me my shit.
Drop it off.
Drop it off, nigga. Those was my exact words. Drop it off.
Hey, yeah, Poland Fantasy Boxing Prediction League, fam. That shit cool.
Trey said all you want to hear was that reverse beeping sound. Back that Brinks truck up to the house.
All I want to hear, nigga, I want to hear that text message saying that shit just hit my cash app. Is what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Do I want to donate?
And you get prizes if you come in the top 3, bro. I remember I got me a little cash prize.
Yeah, it ain't all the time. It usually whenever I don't win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think it depends on how many donations he get.
Okay, so now I got it's gonna sound crazy. I gotta learn how to use Facebook again.
But see what you can do though is that you can hit up Chan Ross on Messenger. And he can send you the pick straight through Messenger. You can make your picks on Messenger, and you ain't got to fool with shit. Just do it through him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so I gotta download Messenger now. Shit. All the stuff that I got taken off my phone, I gotta put back. Oh, she's snapping.
What Napoleon say, how much you got on my 3-5 trade? Niggas is broke as a joke these days, my nigga.
Stall him out, Debo. Stall him out.
Yeah, but that shit fun though, man. And one thing I like about it, see, I really wanted to use it as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Because I be kind of falling off with my modern day boxing because I be in the boxing history books all the time. So that shit helped me keep stay current on what's going on, especially with the fights that weekend since I got to call the fights. So I can come in and know a little something about what's going on and not just be flying by the seat of my britches. You know what I'm saying?
Let me go ahead and load that up now. Get me done.
Yeah, ain't nothing to it though, man. Just holler at them on Messenger. But that's what I do, man. I don't be going on there hunting for all that shit. He's oats and all that shit. I saw
Hey,
somebody else biting off his idea too, man. They somebody else trying to do a prediction league, some fantasy shit. I said, man, can't nobody have nothing. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Hey, you see, Napoleon said how much he got on that 3.5 Trey.
Yeah, I had just responded to the ghost smelling motherfucker.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, y'all ready to shut it down till next
Yeah,
time?
we go ahead and shut it down. You
Hell
want to
yeah.
go first, Peko?
Oh, yeah, sure. Y'all know what it is. I appreciate you letting me come on here and kick it with y'all. It's a great honor for me. Appreciate that, Marlo, Trey X, the man they call a frog from a well, and the cats and dogs in the house. Y'all come mess with me in MV Talks Boxing where we talk boxing, some other stuff. You know, we listen to music, have our fun. Tuesday nights at 8:30. We do it like we do it.
Right, you want to go, D-Lo?
Yeah, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Appreciate chopping up with the chat. Y'all come through. You know what I'm saying? Continue to support this channel, share the content, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Just you know what I'm saying? Come over here and fellowship with, you know what I'm saying, with the crew over here.
All right, man. Definitely appreciate y'all getting on the panel. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that pulled up. Come check us out. I ain't 100% sure what's going to go on this weekend, but I say I give it about a 75% chance I'll probably be here calling fights. So y'all come through and fuck with us. I'm gonna try my best, man, to make some time for this fucking trivia. It just be hard for me because I gotta call a fight on like a Saturday, and then it's hard for me to sleep and shit to get myself right and come back and do the damn trivia. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna find some time. I'm damn near through with this Jersey Joe Walcott book. It was a real good book. That motherfucker had you crying. This motherfucker Jersey Joe Walcott, man, got losses on his record because he couldn't even eat before the fucking fights. He having fights where he ain't ate 2 and 3 days before the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, God damn, that motherfucker had a hard knock life. But I ain't gonna talk y'all to death, man. I definitely appreciate y'all. We be catch y'all on the next one.
Real talk. Hey, appreciate you, the voice of reason, man. We're gonna do this every time we fire it up on a Monday, man. If we ain't doing the trivia, we're gonna do the open panel and chop it up about what we got going on and what we just seen on this weekend. But man, I definitely appreciate y'all, boy. Hey man, like always, appreciate y'all conversation, y'all opinions. You know what I'm saying? Interacting with y'all on the chat, man. It's always fun. It's always love. Should we be back on the next one? Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. Until next time, don't forget to tell them haters and trolls, the fuck out my gym.
You heard him.
Peace.
Yeah.